Hello and welcome to another episode of the Legacy Archive. We are here playing, you guessed it, Legacy. My name is Sam. I'm here with my brother Tyler, and we're going to get extra commentary from John Sports in the back there. Today I'll be playing Blue-Red Delver with a little bit of splash of green for Questing Druid. This is kind of what we saw before the Psychic Frog MH3 madness started, but since Frog got banned, we're going to go back to a more traditional Blue-Red / Temur Delver. You got your classics, Delver, Daze, Force of Will, DRC. We're very old school.
There you go. Speaking of old school, we're playing old school taxes. Aether Vial, Thalia, Mother of Runes.
Any Yorion in this one?
We will not. We are on 60 cards, one color. We'll see how it goes. Good luck.
The way Richard Garfield intended.
All right. High roll. 3.
Oh, off screen, we're back in.
6. All right.
All right, I'll be on the play. Good luck.
Me too.
All right, let's get it started with the aforementioned Delver of Secrets.
There he is.
And, sir?
Excuse me.
I'll play Mr. Bubble as
Yes,
well.
you will.
Let's take a look at your top card. Okay. Upkeep, I'll draw. Go ahead.
It's a good draw. Changes what I was doing. Let's play a Flagstones of Trocare. We will play the Mother that you just saw. Pass the turn.
Delver trigger on my upkeep.
Of course.
We will show you a Ponder.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Faked me out.
And here we go. This is exactly what we're trying to do.
Oh, no.
It is a little unfortunate, though, because I do have a Wasteland in my hand, and you played Flagstones. I was like, damn it. I don't think I'm going to do that this turn. All right, let's begin with combat 3.
Sure. Yep. 17.
I will cast Ponder.
Yep.
We will put it back like this and draw. Then I will play Misty Rainforest.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and crack it and go to 19. I will get...
Would love a basic land here. Basic land for me would be great.
Cut for me. We're going to go ahead and hit the Mother with an Unholy Heat. Go ahead.
As it was written. Draw.
And would you look at that? I have Delirium. Don't worry about that for later.
Fantastic. Let's play Caracas.
Okay. Okay.
Let's do another flagpole, the matchup. Oh no!
We're going to
There
daze
she
that.
goes. All right. The world is yours.
Draw. Well. Now I'm going to Wasteland
There she
you.
goes.
Now I'm going to hit you for 3.
Yes, you will. 1, 2, 3.
And we're going to play Delver number 2. Go ahead.
Now batting.
So neither of our decks really gained anything from the banning of Psychic Frog, but what's interesting is they both get to rise to power now that it's gone, right? These decks were both pretty overshadowed for a while.
Yeah, I mean, almost immediately after the ban, we saw the online results just like Blue-Red Delver like won a challenge. Like almost immediately, it's like, all right, we're back. We're back.
Let's do 2 mana.
And I would argue that is a healthy Legacy meta. I will argue that. I'm sorry other people feel differently.
Pass the turn.
We will trigger Delver.
Sure.
No flippy. Probably is a little annoying now, though. Let me do some combat math in my head real quick.
It's nice to see taxes creeping back up.
Yeah,
Sure.
people count it out all the time, but it's just all, the cards are very relevant, and stuff like pre-war former will really just like very subtly made the deck way better.
Yeah.
I'll play Misty, and how about the triplets?
Oh man.
I rarely get to use this many Delvers on screen. All right, I will go to combat. Hit you for 3.
Go to 11.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Untap. Draw. Oh man. Well, tricky. Combat. We'll go for 2.
You're not worried about my little 1/1 boys? Beautiful Euro land over there, I might say myself.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do a tapped Witch Blessed Meadow.
Okay.
And pass turn 2.
Fetch the 16, and I get a Thundering Falls.
There's a good number of players, while we're resolving that surveil here, there's a good number of players in the taxes list that are looking to splash some red cards now. I don't know if that's something you've explored, Tyler, but...
Not personally, but the chainsaw lists and the bombardiers lists I saw from the EWs were great. I know a player played at North America, had a great result with chainsaw and that sort of red splash in there. Not a lot of Magus of the Moon can be searched up. It's really nice.
Put Skull Lantern in the graveyard.
Can't get mad. Can't get mad at the red splash. Absolutely not.
On tap.
Sure.
We're gonna trigger these 2 Delvers. It's a brainstorm.
I'll respond to swords on Delver Secrets.
You gotta pay 2 there.
Oh, I do. Excuse me. Yes, 2. Of course.
Sure. Yep. I gain 1.
Yes, you do.
Draw this brainstorm.
Sure.
This is flipped.
I have a very narrow path here, which will probably be shut very soon, but we'll see what happens.
We will hit you for 6.
Yes. I look at a 5. Oh.
We will play the island and pass.
On 10. Draw.
Yeah, I've been exploring a lot with the threats in this deck, especially Tamiyo. I did some Magic Online leagues with Tamiyo instead of splashing green for the Questing Druid, and honestly, I think the tempo and the pressure and the quick card advantage of something like Questing Druid can provide, and have a way to play around Bowmaster, I think just maybe overshadows Tamiyo a little bit in the long run, but honestly, it's probably like a 50-50 choice right now. I think you could play Tamiyo and flip her on turn 2 really consistently and feel good about it.
Sure.
All right.
That's 0 power, though. You need Lightning Bolt and Delver together to finish a game.
Let's try a Flicker Wisp.
Results.
It does. I will target one of your insectile aberrations.
Yep.
Combat for 2. Excuse me. I think that's irrelevant. Combat for 2.
Yeah.
End step returns.
This comes back. I am thinking on your end step.
Sure. The 3rd Delver, man. I might do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of deciding. Okay. End of turn, I will brainstorm.
Yeah.
Draw 3. Put this back, and we will put this back.
Some people might hate it, but I love the world that we get to live in
Okay.
of the age-old question of what's better, Grixis or Rug Delver.
Yes,
you know,
that's the...
we're back.
Yes. Delver trigger, it's a ponder. I will attack for 6.
Block 1.
Sure. Take 3.
Take 3. You gonna bolt me?
I have Lightning Bolt targeting you.
Yes, you do.
I mean, Blitzschlag.
Yes. So there I had, I actually had 2 Flicker Wisps in my hand and a Skyclave. So my thought to cast the Flicker Wisp was in case something happens, I still have a blocker, but I think it was irrelevant. If you were able to handle one thing, that was pretty much it.
Definitely one of those games where if that Mother of Runes was an Aether Vial on turn 1,
yeah,
and I
extra. I needed the extra creature.
then you'd have the 2 Flicker Wisps at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. So, all right, on to sideboard.
All right. Not too much to do in this sideboard. Taxis is kind of designed against Delver. The 3 drops felt a little clunky last game. My Witch Enchanter doesn't have much to do. That is part of my lands package, but I think one is okay to cut. We'll try to catch him in a little bit aggressive with a new card Split Up from Dustmourne, which is kind of fun, and the Wrath of the Skies can pull some extra weight if he floods the board like he did last game.
Yeah, and I was, some Delver sideboards that I look at online, there really is like nothing, actually nothing to bring in, but I usually tend to favor some extra burn in the sideboard. So I'm going to cut some Dazes on the draw, especially if Athalia's out. They're just like really awkward timing, and a lot of this stuff is very cheap, especially if Aether Vial slips under. Daze becomes worse and worse as the game goes on. And I'm just, again, bringing in some extra burn. Obviously, a Braid can hit Aether Vial or an equipment when I need it to. So, yeah, let's get into the game.
Do it. All right, game 2. We're both on 7. I'm on the play. Let's do it. Plains. Mother of Runes.
Results.
Pass turn.
I'll draw. And we will go ahead and fetch here. You can start moving it to the graveyard, yes.
I figured that might be bolted, wholly heated.
You will choose Unholy Heat.
Sure. Fantastic.
Go ahead.
Draw. Wasteland. Let's do a Thalia Guardian of Raven.
That's a good card.
Pass turn.
I'll be honest with you. I'm glad you didn't Wasteland me.
I had some options. Let's see what happens.
And I will play my own Wasteland. I think, I don't know, man, actually. How much do...
That helps me. Help me help you.
Well, last turn I would have been suffering if you took out my only colored source, but I did draw another colored source, so that's okay. So maybe I do want to actually just care about this Thalia first. That's what I'm weighing right now. We'll play a Delver.
Sure.
And then I will Wasteland your Wasteland.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Draw. Interesting. Combat. We'll go for 2. I will pay 3 life.
Ooh.
For an untapped Witch Bless Meadow.
Oh, that can't be good.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? The sequence might be wrong, but let's do a Stoneforge Mystic.
Results.
So I think here, man, a Jit feels really good. Pre-war Formalware feels really good.
Yeah.
Lion Sash feels
You always have
pretty
to
good.
think, what does the world look like without the Stoneforge? in play?
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
it's
The only world you're getting a Cauldron is if you have a mother and potentially a second.
Yeah.
Man, Jit could be really nice here.
I mean,
Let's do the pre-war Formalware because I think I already have a mom target. Likely to lose another one.
You're actually explaining the exact play pattern of why pre-war is so impressive.
Yes.
Because now I'm like, oh, well, if I kill Mystic,
Right.
he just brings back Stoneforge and does it again. So the dynamics of this are so much different.
Yeah, presents an unsolvable
'Cause
problem.
even if I deal with your Thalia now, it's this almost the same situation.
And you can take over winning the race because it
Yep.
gets +2/+2 in
Yeah.
vigilance.
Pass the turn.
All right, we're gonna trigger Delver. I'll show you
Ah,
Force.
no.
Oh, well, hey.
No.
We'll draw.
Sure.
I'll play Tropical Islands.
Yeah.
We will attack for 3. I know I'm doing that.
Yeah. 14.
Think about things in the second main. It's like, if I don't answer Thalia, then the Force Will you just saw is kind of useless. Unless I have to keep up that mana. This is tough. This is really tough.
The problems.
It's the pre-war. The pre-war is really messing this entire sequence up because if I don't get rid of this, then if I get rid of this, then this can bring the pre-war in at instant speed. If I get rid of this, it just brings it back and you tutor again. Maybe I want that. Maybe
I need
want
the
that.
third land. I do need the third land, so that is a.
Okay.
I do need one extra step there.
All right. I think it's more important for me to kill the Stoneforge
Sure.
Mystic with a lightning bolt. Go ahead.
Draw.
I don't know. I don't even feel good about that. Or opinions.
Yeah, I mean, none of these feel great, right?
Yeah, I don't want a 4/3 first striker.
No,
Let's go for 2.
But I did lock myself out of casting this Force of Will anyways about this turn, so my sequences the next few turns are so awkward now.
Third land would have been really great. So let's see. Stoneforge Mystic.
it ended up mattering.
Yeah. Do we
Stoneforge happened.
do we Cauldron or do we Dink and Dunk is the question. Jit could be good here.
Jit was made for almost made for this matchup,
I
right?
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a Tale as Old as Time. We got
It
a
is.
3/2 flyer versus Thalia, right? Like this is
Pure magic.
This is where Legacy started, really.
Cauldron.
Yeah. Now you have the pre-war and the Cauldron. There's like
Yeah.
multiple things.
All right. Pass the turn.
Untap. Is there the win the race with my single Delver? Maybe.
It's been done many times.
All right. Let's get in for 3.
Yeah. Roll in.
Let's play Scalding Turn. I will fetch 2/14.
Sure. The beautiful Avon basic, of course.
Yeah, I need to catch him at a convention sometime soon to get it signed, but I know he's a popular one. All right. I will play Murktide with 2 counters.
Oh man, yeah. Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Go ahead.
Thalia ain't getting through that.
The Dragon. Now the Dragon. The Dragon's a good card, I would say.
Lands have not been kind to me.
Controversial take, Murktide Regent is good.
I feel like you could get away with telling your opponent that Cauldron has reach, you know?
Yeah, just stop reading.
Stop reading.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, the cards are longer and longer these days, so you're just like, yeah, I know.
And you have the land for the Force Will. That's brutal.
I do have 3 cards in my hand.
Man.
Is one of them blue?
This might be unwinnable.
The Dragon just changed the math on this game, although, I don't know. Swords? Eh?
I really like the Path of Exiles out of the board.
All right, next time I'll
Next
bring them.
session.
All
Next
right,
session.
I didn't bring 77. I brought 75. All right, so this is 8 in the air, so I get 1 turn cycle. Interesting. Let's. Man, this is tough, guys.
Ooh, untapped Witch Enchanter, maybe?
That's-
Take 8, go to 8?
I know. I know. Interesting, huh? That feels terrible. That feels terrible. Do I take a hit? Is the question.
You almost might be forced to. I mean,
I really don't want to have to go to 8 off this land. I really don't. That just stinks.
just, yeah, again, knowing about the Force of Will, I think leveraging the Stoneforge activation is basically what
All right, I think we're going to do that. All right, so Stoneforge
And the
will...
Cauldron.
We'll get Cauldron.
Yep. You guys assuming.
He'll attack for 5.
I'm at 9.
We will do a tapped Witch Bless Meadow. Oh, we're going to pray he doesn't have a bolt. All right, go ahead.
I'm still in an interesting spot, though, because you almost have lethal on board. And the Force of Will take a life from me, so... That is 8 from my calculations.
Oh, that's true.
So
From my...
we'll have to see. The Thalia is also tripping me up, too. I can't just cleanly cantrip my way out of this either. Okay. We are on my main phase. 1 second. I'm just reading Insectile Aberrations flavor text.
Can we play some Magic, please? Sir?
Let's see. Do I just like attack? Let you attack me and then attack you again? Yeah. Let's do that.
I mean, yeah. Go to 2.
I'm gonna pay 2 for this.
Excuse me, 3? Was that 11? Math.
Yeah.
Math.
Ponder.
Yeah, sure.
Not having lifelink is one of those weird batter skull cauldron.
I know, right?
Like, it's one of those.
I love the skull, man.
Yeah,
he's
it's a
always
tough
in
one.
he's always in my Guardian list for
Yeah.
sure. He's a sad.
All right. Kept them on top. Drew it. Your turn.
Sure. Okay. Oh, man. We should import Force of Will, huh?
You might have heard of it. MH4, Force of Will.
Nine.
Should let the modern players have some
8.
fun.
Can only do 8. Oh.
That format might need Force of Will, honestly, to police
at
it.
At some point. Find a Memory's doing a pretty good job, though.
Flare Denial, too. I think Flare Denial needs more love. It's a good card. That with the Thunder Trap is like a really nice look. Anyway, that's not relevant to this match.
One more land I could actually port your land there. That actually is pretty interesting. So let's go to combat. Go for 8, get you to 1.
Yep, I'm at 1.
We'll do Flicker Wisps targeting Insectile Aberration.
Pay 1 life, remove a blue. Okay.
Glad we read it. Yeah.
And then we will follow up with a Mother of Runes.
There you go.
Pass turn.
All right, Delver comes back, end step.
Uh-oh.
Untap.
Uh-oh.
All right, removal spell does it.
Or a flip.
We floated the bolt.
Oh! Good games. Good games. All right.
All right.
Yeah, close there. I had just off on a few things.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a land to port your
Yeah, that would have been funny.
land to do that. There. That's
But yeah,
good.
I mean, stumbled on that third land. I mean, yeah, if you
Yeah,
hit
lands
if you
trip me
hit
up.
that formal wear, I think this game would have been way different. I mean,
The
that,
other
that
interesting
decision
was I
where I
could've-
had to kill one of those was rough.
Yeah, I could
and then
have
you would have punished me
wastelanded.
immediately if you found it.
I could have wastelanded your first land too and
Yeah.
played a little grindier game.
That was the turning point of that game. At least for me to have a window to get this
Yes.
something like this to happen, because this race is over. I mean, a single Delver and no Murktide. This
Right.
race is
Oh,
over.
the
You're
Murktide
killing
is
me.
Killer.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Legacy Archive. We'll see you next week.